What? What? Move your pussy.
Somebody did this.
Stop touching niggas with your hands.
You know what it is. I am Axel Holy.
I'm the Flying Monk.
And this is the More Time podcast.
More time is more time.
Right, we are ready to do the match preview for Arsenal versus Burnley this weekend. Home game, another home game.
Another home game. Back in the Premier League where man belong. I'm saying.
Exactly. Man should be looking for dubs. Dublin.
Dubsville.
Yeah.
We had a poor showing at Newcastle. So
yeah, I mean, yes and no. Yes and no. Like,
yeah, no, I get you. It's
defensively, we were fine. We just didn't really create anything. That's where we need to fix up, I feel. And that's kind of why I held back on the praise in the Sevilla game, because I feel as though Sevilla didn't offer shit. Yeah, we carved out not a shitload of chances, like one or two.
Are Burnley gonna offer much more than Sevilla?
Well, Burnley will definitely play their first team. That's for certain.
Yeah.
Right. That's one thing for certain. I think obviously the benefit is that Burnley try to play an attacking brand of football. Company trying to emulate.
Like Vincent.
Trying to emulate things that he did, in his days under Pep and so forth. But it's not really working out for him. It's not going to work out if they come and do that against us, because we're just going to open them up. Well, you would expect us to. And this is where the if, buts, and maybes come in with some of these attacking players.
Well, let's have a look at their let's have a quick look at their form. Because they wasn't they've only just come up into the Prem, innit?
Yeah, this season. It's them, Luton, and I don't remember who the other team was. Oh, Forest. Forest this year or last year? I don't remember.
All right, we'll just go from when did the league start? July?
Later than that, August. I was away for my birthday, innit, and the league hadn't started, so it's August.
All right, say August. Yeah, we'll go from August the 11th. They played Man City. They lost 3.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry, Burnley, first game of the season, yeah.
Yeah. Lost 3-0.
Yep.
They lost to Aston Villa 3-1.
Yep.
They beat Nottingham Forest 1-0.
Yep.
They lost to Tottenham 5-2. They drew with Nottingham Forest again.
Yeah.
I think the first one was the EFL Cup. They lost 1-0 to Man United. They lost to Newcastle 2-0. They beat Luton Town 2-1. Lost to Chelsea 4-1. Lost to Brentford 3-0. Lost to Bournemouth 2-1. Lost to Everton 3-0. Lost to Crystal Palace 2-0. And then they got us. So I don't think they're going to be much more competition than Sevilla, to be honest. I mean, it's the Prem. They're going to be... It's going to be, like you said, about the attack breaking them down, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. All of those teams that they played before, yeah, everyone that played against them had their first team out to play against them. I'm not saying we need our first team to beat them, but I'm saying we need our first team to blow them away like how we expect them to.
Do you think Burnley's first team beats the team that Sevilla played?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. It'd probably be the smelliest game that you've ever...
That's what I'm saying. Like, the levels must be
It'll probably
similar.
be the smelliest game you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
You know what it is, yeah? Our defensive unit, yeah, in that back four and Declan Rice is so good that Burnley will not really have much chances. But it's all about what we can do with the ball. I keep stressing this. It's not that I think we're going to lose. It's that I don't know like what the goal scoring situation is going to look like yet.
All I know is their defense, in all due respect, is muddy, innit?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
every team I just reeled off there got more than one goal against them, so their defense is in the mud. Our
And
Dons should be able to cut through that.
and Donny's Martinelli's in scintillating form.
Yeah,
Um,
Saka might not be ready, but
Trossard was something to prove. Reece Nelson was something to prove if because obviously if Saka's not ready, then it's a Reece
that right
Nelson
wing,
thing. Yeah.
yeah,
And he would have something to prove, car. He was pretty shit last time. Not shit. He just, you know what it is. This is the thing, right? The game against Sevilla when Martinelli was going up, man, and Saka was a bit, to be honest, right? That's the first time for a long time we've seen our wingers try doing that. I need to
yeah.
see more of that. If Reece is gonna get a game, I need to see more of Reece trying a thing. Like,
No, it's true. I want to see Reece do more. Um, just apply. It's hard to say, innit? You can't say, "Oh, apply yourself," but like,
it's not even apply yourself.
yeah,
It's believe in yourself, like more than anything else, because that's kind of what it looks like at
yeah.
times. There's times
It
where
seems
there's
like a
space
confidence.
there, and he doesn't want to attack it, and that's a confidence thing. As a footballer, you know, like this guy has been playing football since he's 6. He understands what space is and that he's supposed to attack it. So if he's not doing it, it's a
Yeah,
confidence
but I
thing.
mean, the Martinelli we saw against Sevilla hasn't been the Martinelli we saw all season. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, and that's worrying. That's worrying that that's even been happening, especially
But I
whilst we've
feel
been
like,
winning. Maybe he's been told that not to attack. It makes more sense that Arteta would be saying yes, don't attack because obviously, like we've seen them just do that last season. So, and they ain't got no reason to not have confidence.
or maybe it's getting to the part of the season where Arteta's thinking we can't because of the amount of injuries we're getting. But you know how we said he might be slowly ramping up into the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They might be the what?
Well,
I'm just
I still
what?
believe that was probably the plan. That was probably his plan, like
Yeah.
Mo Farah shit, like not Usain Bolt. We did Usain Bolt shit last season, and we didn't quite work out at the end.
I think we're
Yeah,
still feeling the pain of that. You know what I mean? I think that's why everyone's injured this season. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But the injury don't
maybe.
just happen straight away. You know what I mean?
I,
Once
I
everyone had
think
a little
I
break,
think it's a knock
resting,
on. I think it's a knock on effect of the World Cup and all the football that they
was
played.
played.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think that's what it is more than anything else, and the fact that we don't have like a shitload of high quality players. We've got like our 11, yeah, and then because that's the 11, they get played too much, and then
yeah.
yeah, boom, you're obviously gonna
End
get
up.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
it's true.
so I think we're in a decent position. I think if we can get through into January in the similar, if not same form, if not better, really our form's been good, especially in the league. Our form's been really good. If we can
Yeah.
continue our form in this way through to January, stick around second or third, yeah. Why? January comes, sign a couple dons, sell some dons, couple man are back from injury. It all just starts to like, what I'm saying?
Scott, you're basically saying gotta bide your time, innit,
Well,
till man
yeah.
are back and then
Well, that's it. We got
maybe
to.
go another gear.
We got to trade. We got to tread water, bro. Like we got to tread water. That's where we're at because we can't even afford any more injuries.
All right, speaking of injuries then, we might as well go into a predicted lineup for the Burnley game, and then we can talk about, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, their roles and that. So, what's your predicted lineup for the game?
Based
Keeper,
on everything that we've seen on the weekend on Champions League, I'll go David Raya in goal. Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Declan Rice, Jorginho. it's probably going to be Havertz, isn't it? Like I wouldn't want it to be, but it's going to be Havertz. If Saka's injured, I'm playing Reece. And Trossard up front. Yeah, well, no, actually, oh, shit, it's hard work. Yeah, Trossard's got to start because he scored. So yeah, boom, Trossard up front and Martinelli on the left. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Only Zinchenko
I'd
playing
pretty much do the
because
same.
Tomiyasu's injured, isn't it?
Yeah. I also feel like Burnley are going to be doing this low block shit.
No, they're not. That's why they're losing all the time.
Nah, but
That's why they're losing all the
That's
time.
exactly why they've got to change up. You know what I mean? They know we're the possession team, so
Bro,
they're gonna have to fall back.
Company's on his
Let us have
on his
possession.
and shit, bro. Like he's like, yeah, I only play one way. This is how we play.
There's no way. There's
Bro,
no way.
these man all
Company's
love
coming.
that. Like Arteta
Is it
does the
home?
same
Is it home
thing.
game?
Arteta does, huh? Yeah, we're at home.
Is it a home game?
We're at
Is
home.
it
Yeah.
home or away?
We're at home.
There's no way they're coming. Company's coming to the Emirates on some swashbuckling.
I don't think he's got the players to do it the other way. I think that's the problem. I think he spent all his money on first team to do what he wanted to do, and then just drew
If he
in
was
like
smart.
youth players to be DMs and that. Like,
If he was smart, his approach would be low block, hit him on the counter, try catch him. You know what I mean? That's the when you go to a team, it's like going to Man City and trying to play fucking. We would have got smoked if we had Company's application to the game. That Man City game where we won 1-0,
yeah,
we would have got smoked.
yeah, no,
The only reason
no
we won
doubt.
is because we, you know what I mean? Tactics.
Good defensive shape. We weren't really doing up low block. We were just conservative in the way that we played, rather than just going 100 mph, rather than Usain Bolt things. Pause. We just did the Mo Farah way, you know, long distance, timing it. But right, the point is, even to do that, i.e., to set out. Basically, they're going to be in a low block, not because they set out to do that, but because we are going to make them have to do that because they're not going to be able to do anything against us defensively. I still don't even think it's you know what I mean, the possession side of things.
When the ops have got all the ball and they're just trying to unlock the door, it is, you just naturally go into look like a low block.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. So basically, I'm expecting a win, but I don't know by how much, bro. That's the point I'm making. And Sevilla lasted out. You know, they did their thing, 2-0, but they played their B team. We're coming up against an A team with a semi-wounded attack, I'd say. Let's call it that, because Trossard and Havertz are not meant to be in there. So we'll see what these men can do, because Seville was meant to be the test. I can't remember what was Saka's goal like. Who passed it to him?
It got threaded through on the break. It was
Was it Rice?
Was it Declan Rice?
No, it's Martinelli. It
remember
was
it was
Martinelli.
like
It was
outside.
Martinelli. It was Martinelli.
It was, yeah,
I remember now.
outside of the boot, like
Yeah, it was Martinelli. I remember now. Right.
broke through.
So basically, the point
Jesus chop.
the point I'm making, right, is more so. The goal came later on as well. After the, you know, like everyone seemed like the tiredness had really kicked in. Boom, we took advantage there. But yeah, a big chunk of the game we were struggling to create openings because, you know, Declan Rice is good at ball carrying. His pass range isn't that high. So
I feel like it is part of that, but also you got to think.
And Havertz has
missed the header.
Yeah, but this is set piece stuff. All of that set piece stuff. I don't really count that in what I'm trying to say. Like our play
early on in the game, the goal that, you know what I mean, that's goals.
Yeah, but the point
Got
I'm
more.
making is more so about the way that we're actually creating chances. Like a set piece, I expect either a chance or not a chance because it's 50-50. Do you know what I mean? Like, no matter what. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the chances that we have to create. Like, obviously, you see the ball that Jorginho played from the midfield. That's why I'm specifically looking at the midfield, as in line breaking passes. Yeah, 'cause when we got our normal first team playing, yeah, Partey and Odegaard are line breaking passes. Then you have Declan Rice, who is a ball carrying line breaker. So we got this triple threat in the midfield. At the
Mm.
moment, Jorginho is just starting to maybe tick a bit, so his passing is kind of getting there, but he's not on the level of Partey. Rice is still doing Rice things, but Havertz is not providing any line breaking passing at the moment. And obviously against Burnley, it's not going to make a big difference. It's when we
Yeah.
start to hit some of these better teams where, we're probably going to hope that certain men are back.
Yeah, no, I feel that. But for the case of the Burnley, I just feel it don't really. Do we need like what's the approach? What's the approach you're gonna take for Burnley?
Same approach as we did against Sevilla, man. Just go at these
Yeah,
fucking youths, bruv. Like, move to them. Yeah, look at them
yeah,
like they
yeah,
are bottom of the league. Yeah, look at yourself like you are trying to do great things. Yeah, so if this is who I am, and this is the defensive unit I've got behind me. Let me as the winger, let me as the striker, let me as the 10 express
yeah. Do a
myself.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. Do we know what the injury situations are? Do we know if Odegaard's back? Do we know?
No, Odegaard, like bear them basically. I don't think are back for ages. Odegaard's not. Basically,
Let's have a quick
I
look.
think Odegaard and Haaland are resting for the international break because obviously Norway still have a chance of qualifying for the Euros, so we won't see Odegaard this
Yeah,
weekend. Partey, Jesus, and somebody else, Timber, they're all out until January.
yeah. They'll be out for a long time. Um, so yeah,
Eddie
there's
and
what's
Ketia
it
might be
saying?
back as well this weekend. That's one thing that was said, well, not said, but he didn't get mentioned when they were talking about injuries in the press conference. 2 secs, I'm just getting the door.
Conference. Yeah. But yeah, I'm having a look here. Uh, we saw that Tomiyasu and Bukayo Saka came off. Um, so injured. Well, it looked like injuries, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to see here.
What are you
So
looking at?
like you're saying, it's gonna be just just injury news.
Okay.
But yeah, like you're saying, certain man's gonna be going to international duty, innit?
Yeah.
Is that what's popping off soon? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, next week. Next week. Already, them
So
ones.
yeah, Odegaard probably won't be ready then. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be pretty much the same team, I feel.
I'm pretty certain it will,
Um,
just maybe with a bit of Eddie and Ketia on the bench.
yeah. But yeah, man, what's your score prediction?
2-0 to Arsenal.
Going 2-0. I'm gonna go 3-0. Fuck it, yeah, 3-0.
Yeah. Sensacional.
Um,
Scorers, goal scorers.
goals. I think Trossard will get 2, and I think Kai Havertz might finally get like a long shot.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. What you saying? What you saying for goal scorers?
Martinelli double. Feel like he might be on
Big
cookery.
Martinelli brace.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying.
Stop touching niggas with your hands.
Bang bang. Yeah, man. That's pretty much it. I think we covered most things.
Yes, indeed. So for now, I have been
You know what I mean?
Axel Holy.
I've been the Flying Monk.
This has been the More Time podcast.
More time is more time.
Good.
Salute.